Welcome, everyone. I'm Joe Tarnowski with ECRM and RangeMe, and with me is Jackie Smith, Director of Supplier Success at RangeMe, and Sarah Davidson, Executive Vice President of Sales for ECRM. Today, we're going to talk about how you can level up your buyer engagement by following some of the best practices of our most successful brands. So as VP of Content, over the past several years, I've interviewed hundreds of brands to uncover the factors that have led to their success in getting their products onto retail shelves and into food service operations. And it was clear to me that those brands that had the greatest success shared two key traits. First, they took advantage of all the opportunities available from being a RangeMe Premium or a RangeMe Pro subscriber for greater exposure to the buyer community. In addition, they participated in ECRM sessions for direct access and engagement to buyers. Together, these options provided a powerful 1-2 punch that led to retail and food service deals. In today's presentation, Jackie's going to walk you through RangeMe Premium and Pro and the benefits that they offer to brands. And then Sarah is going to take you through ECRM sessions, including how they work and what the session experience is like. Following that, we're going to hear from 3 brands that discuss the successes they've had from leveraging both RangeMe Premium and ECRM sessions. So with that, it's my pleasure to hand it off to Jackie to talk about RangeMe Premium and Pro.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Joe. Again, my name is Jackie Smith, and I'm the Director of Supplier Success here at RangeMe. Give me one moment, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about RangeMe Premium and Pro. Now, if you aren't familiar, RangeMe is the leading product discovery, sourcing, and purchasing platform where retailers and suppliers discover, connect, and grow their business. RangeMe gives you access to over 15,000 retail buyers who are discovering over 200,000 suppliers and 800,000 products. And the great thing about RangeMe is that we are an always-on platform. So having a RangeMe Premium or Pro subscription makes your brand discoverable by the retail buyers that you want to connect with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So when you think about other types of tactics you may be using that are a little bit more of a moment in time, what sets RangeMe apart is the relationships we have with buyers of all different sizes and markets, and the fact that we provide this always-on platform that you can access and that buyers can access from the comfort of home. I'm going to switch over here to show a little bit about how buyers use RangeMe. Buyers come into the platform and are able to browse and search for emerging, innovative brands and products that they are interested in based on tons of different criteria. So you can showcase the things that set your brands apart in terms of your categories, your certifications, your MSRPs and margins, things like that, as well as your capabilities, like if you can provide private label. And again, one of the great things about RangeMe for buyers is that they can access this platform at any time and can very easily share information and recommend brands for others in their organization to take a look at. This is showing you just a few of the top retail chains that utilize RangeMe to discover new and innovative brands like yours. You can see that we work with some of the top chains in all of the different categories, from grocery, beauty, pet, etc. And one of the other things that makes RangeMe unique is that we have deep partnerships with the largest retail chains, as well as small, mid-market, and independent chains all across the US and several other regions. This helps us really shine a spotlight on your brand, no matter what type of buyers or retailers you're most interested in. I'm going to end with this slide, which is showing some of our premium and pro features that are really designed with you in mind to give you more visibility, insight, growth, and expanded service offerings. So as a premium and pro supplier, you have exclusive access to things like the category review schedules that some retailers share with us, the ability to submit or apply your brand directly to buyers when they are sourcing particular types of products like yours. You have access to things like downloadable sell sheets and enhanced industry insights so that you have the data to really power your decision making, to understand when is the best time to get your brand in front of those buyers. And of course, RangeMe Verified is an exclusive opportunity that is only for RangeMe Premium and Pro suppliers. We showcase those brands to help retailers understand which products on the platform are retail ready for market, and really excited to meet with them. We're so excited to share a little bit more about RangeMe Premium and Pro. And if you want more information, we'll share in a moment how to get in touch with our team. And now I'm going to pass it over to Sarah Davidson, our EVP of Sales from ECRM.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, great. So once you're set up for success on RangeMe and you're visible to buyers 24/7, the next step is getting access to these buyers and having face-to-face one-on-one meetings. And that's exactly what our sessions do. Our sessions are cover all the categories across the store, from food and beverage, general merchandise, health and beauty care. In each of these categories, we host sessions where we bring buyers and sellers together for pre-scheduled one-on-one appointments. And these sessions are really for all suppliers, no matter where you are in your life cycle. The audience of buyers that we bring in are your large national retailers, your really large regional players. These are retailers with a lot of buying power across the country. And so with that audience, whether you're an emerging brand looking to be discovered, a challenger brand that's looking to open up new doors and grow your distribution, or a leading brand that's really looking to strengthen your relationships with accounts you're working with, have strategic collaboration, and just really meet with key buyers across all channels, there is a solution for you and an opportunity for you to meet with these buyers one-on-one at our sessions. Now, the meetings are the core of the sessions. This is what everybody is attracted to when they come into and register for an upcoming session. It's about who you're meeting with. And so what we do is we pre-schedule one-on-one meetings with buyers that there's going to be an opportunity to do business. These are face-to-face interactions. Since 1994 till about 2020, we were doing all of these in person. And for the last couple of years, we have launched a virtual option for you to register and have these meetings face-to-face through our ECRM Connect platform. And this year, we've actually now started to introduce our sessions back in person, which you can see in some of these images. The meetings take place in a very intimate environment. You can see through the images that they're in private meeting space. We basically take over a hotel, remove the beds from the sleeping rooms and convert it into a meeting space for you. We also use the large ballrooms to have pipe and drape on all four sides of a booth so you can have a sit-down one-on-one meeting. The sessions are all about getting the right people together and having quality, productive interactions, as opposed to just trying to get as many people there as possible and everybody, hoping to bump into the right person. This is about quality. This is about being productive. And so it really lends to this intimate format that we've created. Now, in order to have the one-on-one meetings be productive, we have to make sure you're meeting with the right buyers. So when you register for a session, the first thing we're going to do is assign you a client success manager. This person is going to hold your hand throughout the process and pull all the great stuff that you're doing out and into our system so that we're pairing you with the right buyers. So in this slide, you can see step one is to understand from the buyers what categories they're responsible for, what requirements they have to do business. And once we understand that, we'll then work with you to understand what category offerings you have, what capabilities you have, and so that we can start that curation process. On top of that, as an extension of your RangeMe profile, we build an additional supplier profile details that we can supply to the buyer that are really focused on what you're showing at that particular session and things you want to communicate to these buyers you'll be meeting with. Then live on your ECRM preparation site that you'll be walking through with your client success manager, you can access your appointment list at any time. This is going to show you how your schedule is building, who you're meeting with. And the best part about the appointment list is that it's going to get you into the details on the buyer profiles. So just like we pull a lot of information from you to understand what you're doing and really promote that out to the buyers, we're doing the same with the buyers, where when we're asking them about categories and their responsibilities, we also ask them, why are you participating? What are you looking for? What are your requirements? And we get all that great information and deliver that on the appointment list for you to review. So when you walk into the meeting, you know exactly what that buyer is looking for. You'd be amazed at how productive a 10 or 20-minute meeting can be when you walk in knowing exactly what a buyer is looking for, and some great details about the company. So this will be for everyone that's on your schedule. You'll have the buyer's contact information along with these great insights walking into the appointment. And then all of our appointments are facilitated through ECRM Connect. When we're hosting them virtually, you log into this from the comfort of your home. And even on site, we have iPads where ECRM Connect is live. And why this is important is it helps facilitate everything. All that great information that was pulled out in the preparation process and the curation process is now supplied in Connect, where you can access the profiles, the focus, and also all the product information that was loaded into RangeMe is accessible here. So buyers can start to indicate products of interest. You can take meeting notes. And the whole goal of ECRM Connect is to really help streamline what is going to happen in follow-up, help, make sure all those great details and all those things that happen during the meeting are easily captured and then uploaded to our follow-up site, which you can manage as you start to follow up with each of these buyers. These are larger buyers with great buying power. And so you'll need to have a follow-up process, and this helps to manage that. One of the other great things about ECRM Connect is that it does ask the buyers for their feedback at the end of an appointment. So you can see here on the follow-up site, their preference and when to follow up, what their interest level was. So as you can imagine, walking out of a meeting and knowing exactly where you stand is difficult when you have a phone call with a buyer or walk into their office. Now here with this meeting, you're going to know exactly where you stand as the meeting closes, where the buyer is starting to indicate their interest level, which you'll see on your follow-up site. So that was a quick recap on our sessions, and we hope to see everyone at one soon. If you have questions, please bring them our way. But other than that, Joe, I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks, Sarah. So now we're going to hear from some brands who have seen tremendous success from their premium memberships and participating at ECRM sessions.
So we started on the platform end of 2020. And at that time, we just were working on building our catalog. We at that time had over 40 products. We had our learning blankets, our weighted blankets, our tapestry designs, and also our car seat ponchos. And so I would say that first, maybe 6 months, it was really interesting to see what products were being reviewed by different buyers. So we kind of early on were able to notice that more so our learning blankets and our tapestries were kind of growing to the market, at least to the B2B market versus some of our other product lines. And we really just started to use the submissions going through different categories. We fit within the baby, we fit within the home decor category and a few others, and just started to, like I said, spend time really making sure that our brand story was delivered and the way that we were communicating with through the submissions to buyers. And then we also actually applied for Making It with Lowe's, which was a kind of a contest that Lowe's ran on RangeMe. We became one of the 15 finalists during that. We had local media presence in Detroit, for example, interviewed Joanna for that. So that really did help our brand, just become more recognized. And it was, solely just because of a submission through RangeMe. And then I would say that our largest success was actually through ECRM's diversity program. We did that in March of 2022. Joanna led that effort. We were in front of probably about 15 retailers at that time, and through that process, we were able to foster the relationship and actually come out with POs with Harris Teeter and with Walgreens, which I would say was, very, very successful in the sense that we met with them maybe once or twice and we were able to move on, get purchase orders for our learning blankets.
And ECRM and RangeMe have been awesome towards us and for us and our brand. And ECRM in particular has been cool because I've had a lot of virtual meetings in partnership with ECRM. As a matter of fact, the last ECRM virtual meeting that I participated in was for the convenience channel market. And so basically I was getting on 25 virtual calls in 2 days. From that video conference in the convenience channel, we opened up about 7 channels of the convenience market, and I'm happy to tell you who those players are. We have great partnerships with Travel Centers of America. We have Wawa that we opened up. We have 7-Eleven USA. Actually, as a matter of fact, we just opened up 7-Eleven Hawaii. All of this came from the ECRM meetings. So we have Come and Go over there as well, which we were in a small way, but now we're going to expand our business. We did that via the video conference with ECRM. So you guys have been great for allowing us to introduce our brand to the whole market. Now everybody knows who we are, even if they haven't accepted our products yet. They knew who we are, and we continue to push forward and grow that market. So the virtual meeting in partnership with ECRM has just been a great system for us, which we will continue to do. The ECRM offers meetings and virtual meeting conferences for many different categories that we're in. So we have the paper category that we sell product in with toilet paper. We have the health and beauty category. We have the convenience category. We got trial and travel. There's a lot of different places that we can sell our product in within a retailer, and ECRM allows us to access the buyers for those particular categories and areas of the store. So you guys have been great for us. So let's go on to RangeMe. So we put the brand on RangeMe a few years ago. I don't even know how many years ago, maybe 4 years ago. RangeMe has been awesome. So the good thing about RangeMe is if you're a chain of 5 stores, you can reach out to me and ask me for samples and we can get things going. Or if you are a larger chain, like we have secured some large customers through RangeMe. And so what happens with RangeMe is that the retailer asks me for samples, I send them the samples, and then if they like the samples, then they give me their address, and then their email address, and I can reach out to them directly. So the retailers such as Food Line, 1,200 stores, Hannaford, 178 stores, Publix requested samples via RangeMe, a whole bunch of different people. We have a great relationship with UNFI, which is a distributor that sells to the health channel. So we open those guys up through RangeMe. So RangeMe has been awesome to kind of give us a platform to be able to communicate with everybody out there and to be able to get samples in the hand of potential customers, which is the number one important thing. You got to get samples. I don't really want to have a conversation with somebody about our brand and our product without them having samples in their hand, because I think it makes a huge difference, because we have a great product with great packaging and great marketing. So once they have the product in their hand and we can show them what we can do for them, it's a great combination. So ECRM, to sum up, and RangeMe have allowed me to connect with, I don't even know how many people, so many different customers, current customers and potential customers, and those platforms are still paying off.
RangeMe has been a huge help in allowing us to connect with suppliers I would have normally never had the opportunity to connect with as a new company, because we just launched in May of 2021 is when we launched. And so when we found RangeMe, it sort of helped us streamline the process of submitting our products so suppliers could actually discover our brand. It was easy to set up our brand with the products on I guess the best way to describe it is like a user-friendly interface on the RangeMe.com. And meeting them and being able to submit to them, like the QVC Big Find was something that just sort of popped up. And when it popped up, I'm like, oh, okay. At first, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I'll apply to this. This looks interesting. And then later we got an email saying, hey, you've been selected to compete in the contest. And I'm just like, okay, what is this? It still didn't compute. And then when we got into the contest with the QVC, the Big Find, and we had all of their big hosts, some celebrity people that were in there, like, wait a second, sort of caught us off guard. We were prepared for the pitch, but we didn't realize exactly how big it was. And we ended up as one of the winners, and we were able to send them, they actually had some in front of them. It wasn't this nice of a bowl at first. It was a plastic bowl with it wasn't really retail ready, but we were one of the winners, and we were in it we were able to sell on the QVC network, which is awesome. And then we learned a lot from that. And the same thing, Walmart Open Call came up, and we applied to that, and we were one of the ones selected there, and traveled to Bentonville, Arkansas. And we ended up getting a deal with Walmart and Sam's Club on the spot, all because we applied through RangeMe. Before we started using RangeMe in ECRM, we kept running into sort of a common pain point in the industry. It was just too difficult to get our brand, a new brand like Felicious, into a position to where we could easily be discovered by larger retails. With the program, it seemed like we no longer had to just rely on luck or who it's just like we actually had a plan of that we could go out and do stuff. Now retailers can, besides us, they can just discover new products in general, like Felicious, more efficiently. And that's one of my big things I really like about RangeMe in ECRM. I mean, through one of the sessions, we were set up with a meeting with Cisco Foods. And at first I was like, how is this going to be through Cisco Foods? They serve restaurants. A restaurant is going to take a bowl, put it in the microwave, and then serve it to somebody. They do stuff. But I said, okay, I'll trust ECRM and their setup of appointments. And I got to talking with Cisco, and they said, can you create a food service pack that somebody could do it in bulk? And that would be perfect for Cisco. And we ended up coming up with a broth kit that allows a restaurant to create a large 100-ounce pot of broth. Then they can get their noodles through us, through Cisco, because Cisco has rice noodles, more traditional, not instant, that you don't have to be as selective, and all the other stuff. Now any restaurant can make Vietnamese pho, authentic Vietnamese pho, quickly in 15 minutes. So you can make a large pot of broth in 15 minutes with our food service kit that we were able to come up with Cisco. And so that was a whole thing that we had never thought of, all because the ECRM set up that meeting with Cisco, and it led to that. So, and now we're in 50 different Sam's Clubs. We're launching in 300 Walmarts. We're launching with Cisco, and it's all within a 12-month period. It's been surreal, to say the least.
So if you want to see more details about each of these supplier success stories, just check out the RangeMe blog. We have the full video interviews and a blog description of each of those interviews. Thank you so much, Jackie, and thank you, Sarah, and thank you, everybody who's watching. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your client success manager, or feel free to find us on LinkedIn. We're easy to find. So thanks again.
Thank you.